I'm here this afternoon to present you the show that we done for the events for Electronic Arts for the game Anthem, where the goal will be to bring a monster out the screen and to interact with the audience. So I'm going first to explain what we do in SolidTrack in France and how we use virtual production for the movie industry. Because the background for us started movie industry. Can you change this? So first, SolidTrack, it's a solution to make the tracking with an optical system. And we use this system for different several movies. We like to help directors to see and visualize the visual effect in real time. It's why we create this technology. It was for. So how we describe the virtual production for us is like that. We use different technique for the tracking camera. So we can use motion captures basically. We can also use encoders like Stipes and some other company can make some encoders like microfilms. We stream the data, the 3D protocol to a game engine. Here it's zero density. And we do the live compositing inside the game engine or outside the game engine. So basically it's this. So we have two markets, movie and broadcast. So this is few pictures for what we do on set. So basically the environment, it's really flexible. It's really hard to bring any encoder screen there because it takes so long to be ready on time. So we like to using optical tracking for that to be fast and efficient. And the technology is based like that. We add another camera on the main camera. It's a monocular tracking system. With this camera, we can find the position of the crane, and we can do the live com for the directors. So and all the crew on set. So it works like that. It's a live compositing on a movie set. So this is few examples we done on past few years. So as we can see, the background is blue on this movie, and we need to extend the background to be, as I said, to be the 3D environment that they want. On this particular case, all the background is made on Motion Builder. The difference between the broadcast and the movie industry is the fact that the broadcast, we need the final tracking plus the final compositing with no latency and perfectly fluid. On the movie, we cannot genlock the camera. It's time code. So we cannot genlock the render engine. So the thing is, we do have some tiny effect on the result, but that doesn't really matter for the directors. The most important thing for everybody is to understand where they are and to place the actors and to understand all the framing, because we need to record the final result and give that for the post-production team. So this is few examples. We work on Warcraft, Alice Wonderland, and Rogue One. So one of the last that we done that few years ago. So here it's another device that we create to help the crew understand how to move and how they can build the set on stage. So we call that Mr. Méliès. It's a virtual camera. It's a SolidTrack combined on one unique device, really small screen and controllers. So here it's a system. It's Mr. Méliès on set during the movie Rogue One for Star Wars, and how we use that? We use this device because we need to understand how big is the X-wing on set. And for that, we took Mr. Méliès, we be there like that, and I display the X-wing. So if you can play the video. So what we do now is we combine everything. We want to combine optical tracking. We do have a really good expertise on the movie set. We bring all this expertise on the studio, And then we can have a crane, dolly robotic, steady camera. Everything can be merged on one unique studio. So we create a studio in Paris to make this happen and to explain that the real-time VFX it's possible. So this is one studio in Paris that we created a few months ago. And we bring our partners called Microfilm for the dolly robotic, and we work with Sublab for the robot, the big armed robot. Everything it's combined inside SolidTrack. We compute all the position of the camera, and we send the camera position inside zero density. Okay, let's go now to electronic art events. So, on all the experience that we have on the movie and broadcast, the Mill company based in New York came to us and explained we do have a project where we need to bring a monster out of the screen, and we don't know how to make it. We know how to make the graphic side, but we don't know how we can make it happen. So they came to me and we discussed how they want it. So the starting point is just this. We have a visual about what they want, a rough explanation. Then on this rough explanation, I need to propose some technical ideas. So what I know is the fact that the project will be on the movie on the theaters, on big theaters. I don't know the light, so because I don't know how will be the light, I cannot propose something using optical tracking. So on this project, we decide to using encoder systems. So 2 axes, 1, 2, pan and tilt and zoom. We work with a microfilm for that. It's really compact and easy to bring on location. So this is the microfilm equipment. As you can see, it's really small and compact, and it's full encoded. So we bring that in Los Angeles. This is roughly what we want the show will be. So 2 axes, 1 view, widescreen, closer lenses, and we visualize something like that, roughly. Then we need to decide and define how big will be the monster. We know, of course, how it's big on the game, but in reality, we need to define that. So we use references like Pacific Rims to have a rough idea. Then we discuss with the guy from Electronic Arts to get the right scale. So the monster will be big like that, so 14 meters high. The screen is represented by the red square behind the monster. Then after we did a storyboard and an animatic for make this result more visual. So on this you can see what we want to achieve. So we want to have the monster coming out, kind of players going out the screen also, fighting together, and going back again, so out and in. So on this particular kind of references, we already done a movie called Monster Call, where we play with a big monster. So we already have a big experience. So this experience been done on this movie. So it was in 2015. And here we just be on location for this movie, and we bring these characters there. So like this, we can perfectly frame the head of the monster. We did exactly the same thing for this event. So we decide together with the Mill and Electronic Arts to bring the monster really low and to just have the torso going out. So after all these ideas, we need to simulate everything and make that on the small scale to validate the workflow. So on this video, you can see I play with the camera. I put the monster. So the animation is not finished. It's just the blocking part, so it just pauses. But that gives us the complete workflow, so we validate the fact that we can make it like that. So then when we show this video to the mill, electronic arts, and we validate everything, everything runs to zero density perfectly, very fluid. We go in location, and now we need to set up everything on the real scale. So this is the equipment that we bring with us, so it's really compact. It's also a good reason that we like to using microfilm, because it's very compact, easy to set up. We talk about maybe one cable. We can also almost go to wireless. The problem with the wireless, as you know, it's a cell phone and everything can interact, so we still prefer to use cable. And when we went there, we need to calibrate the lens. That's why we're using the big checkerboard over there. You have to calibrate the zoom lenses, it's big zoom lenses. We know that we are going to be really tight on the monster. So we calibrate the lens, we set up the crane, not the crane, but the pan and tipped head. And the show, we also know that we need to be live. So everything has to be bulletproof and works so perfectly in terms of performance and fluidity. So we make a lot adjustment of the scene, especially when the monster coming out. So this is roughly how it looks like on the backstage. So this is a remote to control the pan and tipped head. So all the effect, all the particle effect was on the monster, cost a lot performance for the computer. This is the main. Seriously, it took us maybe all the week to adjust that to be perfectly fluid. But it worked so well at the end. So next video, please. And yeah, so this is why what the broadcast YouTube channel can see in real time. Of course, the audience cannot see the monster coming out. It's also something that we didn't solve, because it was impressive for the people to watch on YouTube, but of course the audience just have a feedback of the screen. So we need to think how we can help to be more impressive. And this is the day of the show. It was I took with my smartphone this angle. So yeah, this part of the events will be at the end of all the presentation of the game. So they present all the game, and then they play the mixed reality at the end. So this is what the audience see. Of course, the final. Yeah. So this is what on the YouTube channel of EA Electronic Arts people can see in real time. Yeah. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for microfilm. Thank you for the mill. Zero density for the integration inside the game engine. And yeah, thank you.